How do you predict which backs are going to get injured? That's a question that stumps many of us. But one fantasy football expert, Dr. Tonya Denby, thinks she just might have the answer.
I can tell you who to avoid drafting in the first round. You do that by understanding the curse of 370.
Dr. Denby has never been in a real fantasy football league, but she has done extensive studies of running back trends dating back 20 years.
The curse of 370 states that a running back with 370 or more carries during the regular season will usually suffer either a major injury or a loss of effectiveness the following season. Take a look at the data. Here are the career changes of Terrell Davis, Natron Means, Earl Campbell, Dorsey Levens, Gerald Riggs, Eddie George, and Jamal Lewis after they had 370 carries the previous season. Now there are exceptions like Eric Dickerson, but generally you have to pay attention to the curse.
Is there any evidence to corroborate what you're saying?
Take a look at the performances of Ricky Williams in 2003, Curtis Martin in 2005, Sean Alexander in 2006, and Larry Johnson in 2007. All victims of the curse of 370.
Now that's helpful advice I think we all can use. I'd like to thank you for coming out, Dr. Denby, but before we leave, any advice on sleepers this season?
Well, I think grabbing a few sleepers is essential for any successful draft. Let me tell you who I recommend at receiver. I think you should look at the third-year receivers, Sean Johnson, Jamal Paris, Dimitri Davis, and Sinovio Vicente. At running back, I think there are a couple veterans who would make really great choices, Gerald Jones and Judson Thomas for the starters. You can also look at the rookies, Milkshake Williams and Randy Trebone. At quarterback, I like young Riley Quaymeyer. Corey Fitzsimmons and Timothy Sunder-Aarons are also good choices.
Just exactly where are you getting these players from?
It's understandable that you wouldn't know who they are. It's important, though, that you really take a look at the players, get to know them, understand them before the season starts so that you do have a good draft.
Just where are you getting these names?
I'm getting them from my brain, Barbara Walters.
I'm sorry. Right now, it just seems like you're making up nonsense.
Frankly, I don't appreciate this and I don't deserve this. You know, I have been on much more important talk shows than this. You are kind of a nobody.
The 370 curse just might be something we all want to review. It could make all the difference in your coming season. For Fantasy News, I'm Larry Millian.
You know, maybe I should join a fantasy football league myself.